Mike Hootke. 31, John Shear. 35, Pat Brockhouse. 45, Matt Wiedekind. 51, Glenn Wilcox. And 53, Paul Randalls. Now here are the non-starting Bayard Tigers. 12, Jim Bonchus. 14, Eric Siegfried. 20, Matt McCoy. 24, Jody Miles. 32, Rich McDaniel. 40, Johnny Aguirre. And 44, Jim Annist. Now here are the starters introduced alternately by team. For Madison, a 6-foot senior, number 15, Kurt McCallum. For Bayard, 5'9", senior, number 10, Jim Smith. For Madison, 6'1", junior, number 21, Tom Worth. For Bayard, 5'8", sophomore, number 22, Kyle Kiesel. For the Dragons, a 6'2", senior, number 25, Kevin Hofford. For the Tigers, 6'1", sophomore, number 30, Jamie Yackel. For Madison, 5'11", senior, number 33, John Wolfgram. For Bayard, 6'4", senior, number 34, Chad Propp. For Madison, 6'6", junior, number 43, Jeff Mimick. And for Bayard, 6'1", senior, number 42, Ron Michael. Fred Leffaby is the Madison coach, Bill Wallace, the Bayard coach.
So there you have the starting lineups. Our referees for this game will be Scott Cook on the left and Doug Kyle on the right. Our referees for this afternoon's Class C1 championship game between Madison and Bayard. Both teams 23-2 on the year. And Mo, I suppose, just obviously, first of all, size-wise, the teams match up pretty well. No one really has a distinct advantage.
Well, Madison's a little taller. They've got the two big players in the middle. I think the thing about Madison probably has been here to state more than Bayard has. And I think early in the ball game, you might look for Bayard to maybe be just a little bit tight because they've come through a hard road to get here. And Coach Wallace told me before the ball game that they're, just happy to be here and to get this far. So they might be a little tight to start the game.
In fact, Bayard, the last time they were in the state tournament was 1933. They lost the championship game in Class F. So it's been a while since Bayard has been to the state tournament. But here they are in the finals of the Class C1 game. Bayard in the light jerseys, Madison in the red. And there's the opening tip. Madison controls it. Madison going left to right, but a quick steal by Bayard. Bayard in the light jerseys going right to left, and they've got the basketball. Out top, setting things up, that's Kyle Kiesel down on the baseline. Shot is short by Yackel. Underneath, though, Chad Propp puts it in. Chad Propp, a 6'4" senior, puts Bayard on top early. The first 2 points of the game. Here's Madison with a basketball. Out top, that's Hoppert. He's their big scorer, Hoppert and McCallum.
Both teams are playing a 1-3-1 zone, and they both are known for playing very, very good defense.
Mimick's shot goes long, and Bayard comes down with the rebound. Here come the Tigers. Baseline shot. Yackel is short, and Madison has the rebound. That's John Wolfgram pulling it down, and here come the Dragons.
One player that people might look for to shoot the basketball is McCallum. He's an excellent shooter from outside.
Hoppert over to McCallum. It's good. Kurt McCallum knocks things up at 2 apiece. Is that what happens with your kids when you say that they're good shooters outside? They can them from long range like that?
Well, I wish they would. I'd say it all the time.
Okay, here comes Bayard with a basketball. Yackel, Kiesel, and it's thrown away. Jim Smith throws it over the head of Ron Michael. So Madison takes over on the turnover. 6.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Just underway. It's 2 apiece between Madison and Bayard. Madison up in the northeast part of the state. Bayard way out west. Two teams have never met in basketball, and here they are in the state final. Inside, Wolfgram. It's short. He's got his own rebound. Takes it up again. Still short. Underneath. Nice rejection. On the baseline, shot is good by Tom Worth. So the persistent pays off for Madison as they lead it now 4-2.
Madison's going to press in a 1-2, 1-1, a three-quarter press. It's very passive. They're just putting just a little pressure. Bayard doesn't have any trouble breaking the press.
Setting things up, that's Kyle Kiesel. Swinging it around the zone of Madison. Inside, Prop. Way outside, Smith. And that's off the mark, but the rebound by Yackel. And it's good.
Both teams are doing an excellent job on their offensive board. Madison's got 2 or 3 offensive boards, and so is Bayard.
Yackel, a 6'1 sophomore, knocks it up 4 apiece. That's Hoffert out top. He's the leading scorer on the year, averages 20 points a game. Way outside, shot rims around, no good by Tom Worth. And here comes Bayard. Chad Prop showing early. He's a 6'4 senior. He's a good leaper inside for Bayard. Shot on the way, and we'll have a foul on Ron Michael. Ron Michael hustling for the rebound, picks up the first foul of the basketball game.
You know, Jeff, if you watch these teams play, they both play about the same way. Both play the same type defense. They look almost identical offensively, so it'll be an interesting ball game.
I know yesterday Coach Fred Letheby said he didn't even see the Bayard team play, so he had no idea what Bayard would come out and do. So it'll be interesting to see maybe the adjustments that Madison might make in the course of the game. Shot on the baseline is good by John Wolfgram, and he gives Madison the lead back at 6-4. John Wolfgram, a 5'11 senior, averaging 9 points a game, hits his first 2 of the game. The Bayard Tigers in the white and the Madison Dragons in the red. Inside, turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Follow-up shot was no good by Prop, and Madison controls the board.
You know, that can happen in a state tournament. If you're playing at the same times, you don't get to see the other team play unless you have an assistant or somebody in the school system that can go watch them play, and it's very difficult. Here's the press again. They haven't actually tried to trap out of it yet. Maybe they will later on. But right now, they're just making a few adjustments and just trying to bother them, slow them down a little bit.
Maybe see a little bit how well they handle the ball.
That's right. Well, you know, I think that when we talked about them being tight, Bayard is shooting the ball pretty free, but they've missed some pretty good shots.
Shot on the baseline by Michael is long, and we'll have a foul on the baseline on Hoffert. Hoffert will pick up his first, the first team foul on Madison. So Madison maintains possession underneath their own basket. Out top, Jim Smith swings it down on the baseline. There's Smith, and knocked out of bounds by Hoffert. Wait a second.
That has to be White's ball.
And they will indeed.
I guess it doesn't have to be, but it should be.
Inside, it goes to Prop. And Prop having trouble, and off the foot, I believe.
Prop is really doing a nice job on the boards for Bayard, and he jumps very, very well.
Swinging it in the middle. Shot is up by Michael. No good, but he traveled anyway.
Well, Bayard's getting good shots. If they'll just continue, they'll maybe. Yesterday they were behind very early in the ball game, and I think about 12 points, and kept their composure and came back and won.
Ron Michael, a 6'1 senior, he had 22 points yesterday in an overtime win over Oakland Craig, 68-65. Bayard won over Oakland Craig in overtime. Shot is missed that time by Worth, and here comes Madison quickly the other way. Nice shot. It's good by Ron Michael. Possible three-point play. Let's take a look at it again, Mo.
Okay, this is one thing Bayard is doing right now, not better than Madison, but trying to do, is that they're really trying to get the ball up the floor quickly against their zone before their zone gets set. That's one way you can beat a zone, is get the ball up quickly off of a missed shot before the zone gets set.
Michael does a good job, body control, and he really almost forced the foul, but still goes to the line and completes the three-point play. And now Bayard is on top, 7-6 over Madison. Here comes Madison. Hoppert, number 25 with the ball, has yet to shoot, and he averages 20 points a game, has had 17 and 15 in Madison's first 2 games. Ball popped away. Worth gets it back. Here comes Hoppert driving inside. It's good. Kevin Hoppert has 2, and Madison the lead, 8-7. And it gets away from Chad Propp.
Well, that's what the press is trying to do. Just make them make a bad pass, which they did right there. Early in the ball game, Bayard looks like they're a little quicker team than Madison, but it might not be the case as time goes on.
Madison with a basketball. Hoppert, he's got another. Kevin Hoppert has 4. And it's 10-7, the biggest lead of the basketball game for Madison. Bayard attacking across the timeline. Madison drops back into its zone. Inside, turnaround by Michael, no good, swatted away. And Madison controls the board. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter of play. Madison trying to open up a 5-point lead here. Hoppert, he's got the hot hand, but he traveled.
Well, he's trying to create things, which is good. He's taking the ball in the gap, and he's trying to get the basketball where he can kick it off to the open man.
Jim Smith passes it up to Chad Propp, and Smith gets the ball back, tosses it right side. That's Kyle Kiesel. All the way over. Propp wants to shoot, throws it back out. Shot is up by Kiesel, way short. And Madison controls the board. That's Tom Worth with the rebound.
Now Madison's trying to get the ball up quickly, and they did a nice job that time.
Hoppert inside, off the glass, no good. Ron Michael with strong rebound, and here comes Bayard. Kiesel, and he'll set it back out to Smith. Smith, bounce pass, and Ron Michael travels that time.
One thing Bayard's doing that's very, very good. On each pass against the zone, they're moving against the zone. They're not staying out of, and they're getting good shots, and they'll start to hit in a little while. Madison does a nice job against the zone too.
Way out top, McCallum tosses it back out, setting things up with Worth. Hoppert to McCallum. McCallum inside. Nice move, didn't quite go, and here's
the break
Bayard.
again.
On the baseline, Ron Michael stops, shoots, and travels again. Ron Michael travels again, and so Rich McDaniel will come in. Rich McDaniel, number 32, comes in. And maybe a chance, sometimes the kid, first time in the Sports Center playing, he maybe just needs to sit down and relax a bit.
Well, I think sometimes if you're having a hard time, just give them a minute or so, and then they kind of relax.
What do you tell a player when you bring him over like that, when he's just not starting right? Do you say anything or just let him sit?
Well, usually what we do.
There's Hoppert.
There's a good offensive board.
But Mimic cannot get the shot to go down.
Both teams are really having a hard time on their short shots, and they're just tight, and they'll loosen up. They
pop inside. McCallum gets the steal. Here comes McCallum, and he'll set things up.
Back to what you talked about, taking a man out of the game. Main thing, you give him confidence. You just try to tell him, hey, you're doing all right. Just sit there, get a drink of water, and we'll get you back in, and just let him relax. Because he knows if he's not playing well. You don't have to tell him.
Madison with a basketball and a three-point lead. A near steal that time by Jim Smith. And now they get the steal. Kyle Kiesel. Bayard, they like to run. Get it down court. Yackel on the baseline, and we'll have a blocking foul. Foul will be whistled on John Wolfgram.
Well, neither team right now is shooting a very good percentage, but they're getting good shots, so I'm sure that the ball will start going down in just a little while.
Jim! Richie! Rich! Dylan!
Madison in the light jerseys. They trail 10-7. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot by Smith, way short. And Madison cannot get a shot off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play in the Class C1 Boys Championship, Madison leads Bayard 10-7. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. Back at the C1 Boys State Championship where Madison leads Bayard 10-7, and Mo, both teams having trouble finding the range.
Well, Bayard is 3 for 12, 25%, and Madison is 5 for 14 for 36%. And we talked about that, but they've been getting good shots, and their percentage will pick up.
All set for the second quarter of action. Bayard in the light jerseys controls the tip. They trail it by 3. Bayard in the light, the Madison Dragons in the red. Both teams in a zone defense the whole way. Inside, Madison, Ron Michael, turn around, it's good. So maybe Ron Michael did get his thoughts together sitting on the bench for a little while. He's got 5, and it's back to a 1-point game. Madison in front. Hoffert. McCallum back out to Hoffert. McCallum, he'll take the shot. No good. And with a rebound is Rich McDaniel for Bayard.
I thought they changed their defense. Madison's gone to a 2-3 zone now instead of their 1-3-1. And Bayard is cutting a man in the middle, and they've dropped 43. Madison very deep, and so the middle of the zone is open. So they're going to get a lot of shots right around the middle of the zone.
Michael that time took it inside, and the foul was whistled on Tom Worth. That's his second foul, and now checking in for Madison. Had a substitute as Mimic goes out. And I believe Glenn Wilcox checked in for Madison. Now we've got a substitute for Bayard as Jamie Yackel comes in, and he'll give Chad Propp a rest. First free throw is good by Michael. He's got 6 points, and now it's all knotted up at 10 apiece. Misses the second, so it remains tied, and here comes Madison on the other end. McCallum to Hoffert. Set things back up. Left side, Wolfgram. Hoffert inside, nice move. McCallum, no good. Underneath the rebound, his shot is good. That is Glenn Wilcox with a basket. Glenn Wilcox makes it. He just checked in, a 6'2 junior, and he has his first 2 points of the game. Shot is blocked, but Rich McDaniel was fouled on the play. Let's take another look at that foul inside.
Well, here's a good penetration, and he kicked the ball off. The guard did an excellent job of not taking a charge on the play. He slid around the man and then made a nice pass.
Foul was whistled on Glenn Wilcox. That's his first. The 15th foul on Madison. So Bayard will be in the 1-and-1 after this. McDaniel can't connect on his first of 2 shots. 12-10, Bayard is on top. Madison has yet to score in this second quarter of play. McDaniel makes the second one. On the other hand, Bayard has scored. Here comes Madison, the other end. Check that, it's 12-11. Madison is in front still. And there's a jump shot good by Wolfgram. So Wolfgram has his 4th point of the game. And now it's 14-11. Madison is in front. And here's Bayard with the basketball. Try to work it inside. Michael, it's good. Michael has 8 of Bayard's 13 points, and it's back to a 1-point game. Hoffert, he hit.
You can't let him have the open shot. He's their leading scorer, and he's a very good shooter.
Hoffert now has 6. Both teams have taken their big men out of the game, so the pace has picked up a bit. Baseline, they get it inside. Michael, or rather that time it was McDaniel, and I believe McDaniel was fouled.
I think one official was going to call a travel, and the other one saw a foul. Michael is very strong around the goal, and he actually is playing the post for Bayard right now.
Rich McDaniel will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1 as Chad Propp prepares to check back in. The free throw is no good. And Hofford has the rebound for Madison. Here come the Dragons. They lead it 16-13. There's Hofford all alone. No good. And underneath, though, Wolfgram comes down to the rebound. He is tied up, but no call. And Madison retains possession. McCallum, nice pass out to Wolfgram. Hofford to Worth, and it doesn't fall. Foul inside, though, is on Michael, and that will be his second personal. 5 minutes left in this first half of action. 16-13. Madison leads Bayard.
That's the second personal on Bayard in the half. So they've still got some fouls before they go in the bonus.
Michael has Bayard's only 2 fouls of the basketball game so far. Hofford all alone, 8 feet. It's good. 8 points for Kevin Hofford. Ron Michael has 8 for Bayard, but it's Madison who leads 18-13. Michael tosses it back out. Smith drives, shoots, and he is fouled. Glenn Wilcox has not played much, but he already has 3
Here's a replay
fouls.
on this foul. Let's see if he just put it. We got him with his body. I guess that's what they call, because he stuck his hands right straight up in the air. But he got him with his body.
So Jim Smith will go to the free throw line. 5'9" junior. He will shoot 2. Averages 9 points a game. Had 17 points yesterday in Bayard's win over Oakland Craig. There's quite a story with the Madison coach, Fred Letheby. He has coached for 18 years in high school basketball, has 514 wins. Reached that 500 milestone this year as Smith makes his first free throw, and that's quite an achievement, that many wins in high school ball.
You bet. It's quite an achievement. It doesn't matter what level you're coaching at. He's done an excellent job.
Checking in for Bayard, Jamie Yackel comes back in. Second shot is off by Smith. Fight for the rebound. Madison controls it. 18-14. 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Madison with the ball and the lead.
If Bayard could hit their free throws, they'd be, either tied or right in the ball game.
Mimic hits on the baseline, his first 2 of the game, and that makes it a 6-point lead, 20-14. Biggest lead of the basketball game.
Foul.
And Madison, Bayard says, let's take time out. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left in the first quarter of play, and it's Madison 20, Bayard 14. Right now it just seems like Bayard a little bit tentative on offense, and they're having trouble really getting the ball to where they want to get it with their shooters.
Well, they've got fouled a couple of at times, and they've been in a 1-on-1 for a long time. They've really had a hard time getting their free throws down, and I think they're getting pretty good shots, but the only thing, they just can't get the ball to go down for them, free throws or field goal. And Madison is warming up a little bit, and their shooters are shooting the ball very well. Here's a pass off. Here's the last bucket.
That's a shot by Jeff Mimic, a 6'6" junior. His first 2 points of the game. He's only averaging 3 points a game on the season. The big scorers for Madison are their 2 guards, Kevin Hofford, who averages 20 points a game, and Kurt McCallum, who averages 14 points a game. So we'll see what Bayard does after their timeout. Coach Bill Wallace calling it. They trail by 6 against Madison.
Right now, Madison acts like they've got a little bit more confidence right now than Bayard does.
Inside, Propp, no good. And the ball will belong to Madison. That was rather Bayard inside.
Bayard is going to press now, and it looks like they're going to press in a 1-2, 1-1 press. Let's see if they're going to trap out of it.
Pass inside,
Yes, they are.
barely controlled by Wolfgram. Hoffert brings it up off the pressure. Underneath to Wolfgram. He'll take the shot. Short. And Propp has the rebound, and here comes Bayard running. Smith. Short, partially blocked. Partially blocked by Tom Worth. And we're going to have a traveling call. Kurt McCallum tried to push it up a bit quickly. And his long two-handed chest pass, before he got it off, he traveled with the basketball. Bayard in the white, trailing by 6, 20-14. Inside, Michael. He's got it. Ron Michael has 10 points. And it's now a 4-point game.
Here,
Michael.
Bayard is very aggressive on the press. Here's 3-on-1.
Wolfgram can't shoot it, so he sets it back out to Hopper. Wolfgram all alone, 15 feet. It's short. And Michael has the rebound. Here comes Bayard. Kyle Kiesel, nice pass to Smith. It's good.
That was a nice fast break. The guard made him commit and then kicked it off. It was a great fast break.
So Bayard trying to pressure Madison a bit more and push the ball up the floor on the fast break, and it's been successful so far. They've scored the last 4 points, and it's now 20-18. McCallum on the baseline. Tosses it out. Minnick. And an offensive foul will be whistled on McCallum. That will be his first foul. Take another look at it, Mo.
McCallum, I think, tried to go the baseline here. Here he tries to go baseline, and he gets good position. He does. He charges.
And now it looks like Madison will take timeout. That rather is the second foul on McCallum. So Madison takes timeout. They still lead it 20-18, but Bayard is coming back.
Well, you know, McCallum and Kevin Huffman, if they've got to shoot the ball for Madison to be successful, and right now they're not, you know, they're not getting enough shots right now.
Let's take a look at this fast break now, Mo. Very well run.
Well, he takes it in, and he makes him commit, and then he kicks it off. That's a great pass. The thing that made that play, number 10 didn't quit running. He kept advancing to the goal, and it gave him a chance to make the play when it was available or when it was open.
The Bayard Tigers, there you see their mascot, against the Madison Dragons. Class C1 Boys State Championship basketball game. If you joined us late, in the earlier game in Class C1 girls play, Battle Creek beat Wahoo Newman 50-35 to win that championship. Bayard with the ball, and they trail by 2. Inside, Michael, reverse layup, no good, but he is fouled.
Bayard's got to start hitting their free throws. They're doing a nice job of getting the ball inside and around the goal.
Foul will be whistled on number 25, Kevin Hoppert. That's his second.
Michael right now is a key for Bayard. They're getting the ball, and he's very good inside.
Michael has 10 points in the game. He's 2 for 3 from the free throw line thus far, and he'll have 2 more chances here. He's got the first. He leads Bayard with he has a 14.9 point average. Jamie Yackel has a 15.7 point average, and Yackel really, we haven't heard much from him this afternoon. He has 2 points. Second one is no good. Prop, though, hustling for the rebound. He tipped it out, though.
You know, one thing, Jeff, we didn't mention is this is the first time that these teams have played here in the Sports Center, and they've been playing in smaller gyms all year, and I think it takes a while for them to get used to the background, the shooting background.
Madison pushing the ball up the floor. They lead by 1, 20-19. Hoffert to McCallum. Wolfgram. And they'll set it back up. Shot is up by Worth. And Worth can't hit it, but Hoffert gets the bound as it comes off strong. Hoffert. It's good.
He's got to shoot the ball for him to win. Here's the play.
He's got 10 points.
He makes good penetration here, and he really does have good control of his body, and he puts it off the glass.
Shades of Stan Cloudy. Stan shoots that shot well.
Yeah, he does. He really does shoot it. You know, it's really, there's some people that can play it off the glass and others that can't. And as a coach, I think you have to make up your mind what you're going to do. The player has to make it. Are you going to shoot it clear, or are you going to use the glass?
Hofford completes the three-point play. He's got 11, and his team leads 23-19. Full court pressure by Madison.
Kiesel is really a poised sophomore. He's only a sophomore, 22. And he's a very poised player.
Here comes Wolfgram. He gives off to McCallum, and it's good. McCallum has 2 more, and now it's a 6-point lead, 25-19. Quickly a replay on that. Back to live action. There was a foul underneath
On Michael.
and that could hurt Bayard. That's his 3rd.
Well, he's right now playing the best basketball inside for Bayard, and they're going to have to take him out of the ball game.
Rich McDaniel will check in, and Ron Michael will sit out as timeout for Madison, and they lead 25-19. 1 minute and 14 seconds left here in the first half. In a couple in the NCAA indoor women's track and field meet, that's back at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. Here's an update, rather, in Syracuse, New York, that track meet is. In the 55-meter dash, Nebraska finished 1, 2, 3. Merlene Otte won in 6.7 seconds. Angela Thacker was second at 6.74 seconds. Janet Burke was third in 6.79 seconds. And after 5 events, Nebraska is easily in first place with 32 points. Wisconsin and Arizona are tied for second with 12 points. Also, Rhonda Blanford earlier in the day was second in the 55-meter hurdles in 7.72 seconds. So the Nebraska women's track team doing a very good job at the NCAA indoor meet. Back here at the C1 Boys State Championship, Madison in the red jerseys leads Bayard 25-19, 1:14 left in the first half of play.
Madison's had a 6-point lead before, and Bayard has done a nice job of cutting it back.
Wolfgram on the full court pressure. Good defensive play by Kyle Kiesel. And they'll even award the ball to Bayard. So Bayard has the ball back. Just over a minute left in the first half. Nice steal by Hoffert. He'll take it to the hoop and score.
This is a crucial time of the ball game right now. They don't want to go in. They definitely don't want to go in any more than 6 to 8 behind. They don't want to go 10 or 12 because it's a bad number.
And it's an 8-point lead right now for Madison. Hoffert really doing a job. Inside, great shot, goes down.
Oh, he's going to call offensive foul.
Rich McDaniel made the hoop. Let's see if they give it to him.
Let's see. Watch the replay. Here's the kickoff. He comes in, and he goes into the man as he's standing straight up. It was a good call by the official.
Good call, and the basket was disallowed, so it remains 27-19. A tough break for Bayard.
If they can score here, they can go 10 up.
Here comes McCallum. Loses control, but Hoffert comes up with a loose ball, and they'll set it back up. See if they go for one. Nope. That was Worth who missed.
If he can score, this is a big goal. That's right there, a big turnaround.
Jim Smith scores. He's got 5 in the basketball game, and it's back to 6, 27-21. 12 seconds left now in the half. Here comes McCallum the other way for Madison. And a steal, near steal, and it causes a turnover. Jamie Yackel.
Bayard's made a nice comeback here. They got 7 seconds. If they can get a bucket, he's going to call timeout, his second timeout of the half.
And that was a good call. There's another timeout. There you saw it that time. McCallum could not maintain possession, and it goes off his hands. So Bayard takes timeout. They lead at 27-21. Coach Bill Wallace, in his 10th year at Bayard, wants to get some strategy.
Jeff, maybe people don't realize this. In high school basketball, high school have 2 timeouts a half. And if you don't use the timeouts, you lose them anyway. And that's the reason he takes a timeout with 7 seconds, because he had the timeout, and so he'll have 2 for the second half. If he wouldn't have taken the timeout, he'd have lost it anyway. And so now he's got a chance to talk to his team, see if they can get a goal here in 7 seconds.
I know that's one thing that coaches a lot of times don't like, is here we see the fast break on the other end for Bayard. Nice bucket here by Jim Smith. Sometimes coaches don't like that, especially in the second half, Because if their team comes out slow in the half and they have to take an early timeout, they're really stuck in the end.
In college basketball, when we have TV games, we only have 3 timeouts, and I'm going to tell you, it really makes a difference. That is the worst rule that was put in, and I hope they change it, because I'll tell you, you don't have any control of the ball game because you sit there trying to save your timeouts when you should be calling a timeout.
Here comes Bayard. Kiesel, no good, and that's the end of the first half. So at the half, Madison leads Bayard by the score of 27-21. A good half of play for Madison as they have a 6-point lead. Dick Janda now is standing by with the Madison head coach, Fred Letheby. Take it away, Dick.
Madison coach Fred Letheby. Fred, your impressions of this first half?
Well, I think we're going to have to get back a little quicker on defense. We're not making quite a quick enough transition. They've got about 3 or 4 easy buckets on it.
Some of the things you'll talk about at halftime.
Yeah, that'll be one of them right there. And I don't know, the fouls, I guess we're fouling them, so we can't prevent that.
Seems like you've had the upper hand for the most part this first half, although they've kind of caught up, and now you've gone back ahead again.
They're a real quick team. I'd say they're just about like us. It's a pretty good matchup.
Okay, Fred, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let you get to your team here at halftime. Now, Jeff, back to you.
So at the half in the Class C1 Boys State Championship, it's Madison 27, Bayard 21. We'll be back with halftime activities right after this. We're getting ready for the tip-off in the Class C1 Boys State Championship. Madison in the red jerseys leads Bayard 27-21. For the second half, Madison will be going from right to left. Bayard in the light jerseys will be going from left to right.
Jeff, when you start a half like this, the first 4 or 5 minutes of this quarter are very, very important for both ball clubs. This is a very important time of the game.
Madison controls the tip.
Bayard has gone man-to-man now, and
Tom Worth over to Hoffert.
They're just switching. They're free switching out in front.
This is what they did yesterday, and Madison did in that man-to-man. That's their offense they like to run, kind of a weave almost. And Madison gets a rebound.
Well, we were talking about having people see other people play. It looks like Bayard has seen them play because they're making good adjustments in their man-to-man of switching out in front.
Madison will set it back up.
What they're doing, they're running a roll out in front or a weave, and then they're just flashing the inside men of the ball.
Hoffert, no good. Wolfgram tips, almost makes it go down. And finally coming down with a rebound was Ron Michael for Bayard. So here comes Bayard the other way. Jamie Yackel inside to Michael. Wait a second. Travel first.
Well, they got a break there because if they'd have called a charge on him, that'd have been his 4th foul. And here's a replay on it. He did walk before he made contact.
So Madison the other way. They start Kevin Hoffert, Kurt McCallum, Jeff Mimick in the middle, John Wolfgram, and Tom Worth. The other way for Bayard, it's Jim Smith, Kyle Kiesel, Chad Propp, Ron Michael, and Jamie Yackel. The starting lineups. That's inside. Mimick gives off. Worth, no good. And Ron Michael has the rebound. You can really see, Mo, a key that Michael plays on this team. He really makes Bayard go.
Well, he does. I think, he's very good inside and flashing the ball, and he's probably one of the strongest players.
There's McCallum with the steal. Oh, nice
it.
defense. Great play by Kyle Kiesel. There's Michael. It's good, and he's fouled. That was a really important turn of events there.
It was a 4-point turnaround, and I think you can see when on the replay, well, we didn't get all of it, but he picks the basketball up. But the guard deflected the ball, making it hard for him to shoot the layup. He just didn't miss the layup uncontested.
That was Kyle Kiesel, a 5'8" sophomore. Great defensive play for Bayard. Now Ron Michael, a chance for a 3-point play. He's already got 13 in the game. This would give him 14 and cut the lead to 3. But he misses, so it remains 27-23.
Free throws are so important in a ball game. They're right now, that makes them 5 for 11.
Hoffert.
They got 3 men down floor.
There's the pass all the way. Smith has trouble, saves it, and Madison comes up with it, though. And we'll have a foul. Smith. Jim Smith, that's his first.
Well, he was upset that he didn't get the ball and catch the ball and then came back and made the foul.
So Madison inbounds the ball.
One thing Bayard's doing, though, they're playing aggressive now, and that's something that Coach Wallace said at halftime that they had to do.
Madison against the man-to-man Bayard defense. Deflected. McCallum comes up with it, though. Worth. Back to McCallum. Drives inside. Gives off to Wolfgram. Madison underneath Worth, and he's fouled.
One thing the man-to-man defense is doing with the way they're switching it, here's a replay.
Good patience, really, that side for Tom Worth.
Well, he brought his hand down and got him on the arm. This is only the second free throw that Madison has shot.
Tom Worth at the line. He has 2 points in the game. A 6'1" junior, averages 10 per game. So he's well below his average right now. Makes the first free throw, though.
The man-to-man is the way they're switching is almost like a zone, and it is making Madison a little hesitant on when to shoot the ball.
Second free throw by Worth, also good. And that makes it a 6-point margin again, 29-23. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Bayard now on the attack. Out top, Smith. It's good. Jim Smith has 7. Other end, it's Hoffert. Hoffert drives the lane. It's good. Kevin Hoffert, he's got 15 points, almost half of Madison's 31. The other end, Prop passes out. Smith tries it again, and that one's partially blocked by Jeff Mimick inside. So Madison gets possession. Hoffert, he'll drive again. Nice block by Prop. Wolfgram, he hits. John Wolfgram hits, and we've got the 8-point lead again now, and a steal by Madison. Nice steal by Tom Worth. Madison a chance to go up by 10. That would give them the biggest lead of the basketball game. It's 8 points right now, 33-25. 4:10 left in the third quarter. Hoffert, short. And Madison comes down and will have a foul. Foul will be whistled on Tom Worth. And that should be his third. Tom Worth picks up 3. And there's been a substitution on the Bayard part. Coming in is Rich McDaniel. Jim Smith checks out. And the full court pressure pays off that time. Prop passed a little too quickly to Ron Michael. And the ball is turned over, so Madison gets possession. 5 turnovers already in the second half for Bayard, and that's the thing that's killing
Well, they're turning it over against the press, and really the press is not one where they're trapping that hard. They're just passive, and they're making some bad passes.
Hoffert, he's got the hot hand. This one doesn't follow. Here comes Michael. Michael all the way down floor. Layup is good by Jamie Yackel. Yackel, a 6'1" sophomore, goes strong to the hoop.
That was a great pass. Kiffel made a great pass.
33-27. Yackel only a sophomore, and he leads Bayard in scoring with a 15.7 average at the state tournament. He had 17 in the first round and 7 yesterday. And now there's a foul inside. Foul inside against Bayard. It will be whistled on Yackel. And that will be Yackel's second. Checking back in for Bayard is Jim Smith. And Jamie Yackel will lead. Madison inbounding the ball. The shot by Mimick is good.
He shoots the ball very well. He hit one in the first half just about the same distance.
And it's back to an 8-point margin, 35-27. Bayard now on the attack. And they'll set things up. Madison drops back into their 1-3-1 zone defense. Inside, Prop, turnaround. It's good. Nice shot by Chad Prop. And the pace quickens.
They've gone back to a 2-3 zone from their man-to-man.
Hoppert to McCallum to Worth. And 2 more. Madison is hot in this second half. Bayard the other way, trailing by 8, 37-29. Hoppert the turnover. He tries to get it out to McCallum and does. McCallum dishes off to Wolfgram. Not a great pass, and Wolfgram's going to have a foul.
Here's a replay. Here's the interception. Here's the long pass. Tried to create just a little bit too much, and kicks it away.
Takes quite a player really to create things once they're in the air.
Well, you can't. That's reading. There's another interception, another turnover.
Here comes Hoppert.
Great block.
Prop had the block, and here comes Prop. He'll hold things up. Smith. No good. Prop has the kill. Chad Prop has 6 in the game, and now it's 37-31. 1:45 left in the third period.
They just keep coming back. They just, they get down and they just keep coming back in the ball game, and they never quit.
Madison inside Wolfgram. He hit. John Wolfgram hit. Michael having trouble, and Hoppert will pick up a foul. That will be the third personal foul on Hoppert. What does Madison, or Bayard rather, need to do on that trap? They're getting the ball over the timeline, picking it up, and they're trapping
Well, the first thing you've got to do is you've got to get somebody in the middle of it, and the next thing is the worst place to pick the ball up is on this side, on your side of and pick the ball up. You've got to go ahead and advance it, and what you need to try to do, you don't want to dribble across, you want to pass it across and then cut people to the basket. But a lot of times in a ball game, it looks like it's open, but as soon as you get there, you pick the basketball up. Here's another break situation, and they throw it away.
Yackel missed on one end for Bayard, but Madison turns it over on the break on the other end. That is only the first turnover of the second half.
In the press, it's hard to see it on the TV because they've got one man protecting the goal, and all they've got to do is put somebody in the middle of it, and they've got it. Here he comes in the middle. Michael's in the middle of it, and they need to. There it is, right there, and then break the press, bring it on up the floor.
Bayard, no problem there. Prop takes a shot off balance a little bit, follows it well, but Madison comes down with a rebound. In the game is Rod Zasine. Rod Zasine is in, and the jump shot by Worth, no good, and Madison has the rebound. Zasine is number 13. He has just checked in for Madison. Bayard inside, nice pass to Prop. Can't get the hoop, but he's fouled.
I think they might have called a charge. Here, let's see the replay and see what we think. Here's a kickoff to him, and he's going. It's hard to see. I had a hard time seeing that, but they did call a charge. Now, the next foul for either team, both teams will be in the 1-on-1.
Madison leads by 8, 39-31. 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Let's see if Madison goes for one shot. Be tough to come back from 10 in that fourth quarter if Madison could hit this hoop.
This is smart to go for one shot here, and let's see if they get it to the right person.
Wolfgram has it, 10 seconds, almost a turnover. McCallum inside, no good. Bayard has time, 5 seconds. Michael off balance, and he's way off.
Still 1 second left on the clock.
Had a little more time than that, but Michael didn't quite know it.
You know, it's really, when you're playing in a ball game, you might have 2 or 3 players. It's pretty close. You might have 2 or 3 players on the floor that know how much time's left. He had no idea how much time was left in the ball game. And the thing about it is, your guards usually do a pretty good job of that. Your big people don't.
We'll be back with the fourth quarter of this C1 state championship right after this. Back for the fourth quarter of action between Madison and Bayard, and I suppose the key for Madison in that quarter, the turnovers really hurt Bayard.
The turnovers, they had 7. Bayard had 7 to 1 for Madison. Both are shooting about 40% in the third quarter, and it's the turnovers that right now that's killing Bayard.
Madison gets the tip. They are in the red jerseys, and they lead 39-31 over Bayard. Bayard in the white. Just underway in the fourth quarter of action here in the C1 Boys State Championship. Madison going with its starting lineup. Kevin Hoffert, Kurt McCallum, Tom Worth, who's got the ball now, Jeff Mimick there, and the other one is John Wolfgram. Mimick inside, nice pass by Hoffert.
That was very good patience on Madison's part that time.
And it's now 41-31. Madison taking control. Here's Bayard on the other end. Bayard going with its starting lineup. Shot is short by Yackel, and the rebound by Madison. For Bayard, they've got Jim Smith, Kyle Kiesel, Chad Propp, Ron Michael, and Jamie Yackel.
The thing in a game like this, when you're this far behind, like on 10 points, is that right now Bayard is trying to catch up very quickly. 2 passes and a shot. They've still got to get the ball inside and get it to the people that they want to shoot the basketball. That's the main thing.
That's one thing Bayard really has not had an inside game the entire way.
No, they haven't. Michael's the only one.
Hoffert, he'll take the 15-footer short, and it's kept alive and good. Jeff Mimick, he's got 8. And almost a turnover, and should be a foul. And they'll give it to Madison, though. Good hustling defense by Kurt McCallum. And it's 43-31. Madison says, Bayard says, let's take time out. They trail 43-31. Take a look at that last play there, Mo.
Well, we were kind of screened off from it. Here it comes. Oh, they're going to show the rebound and him putting the ball back in.
And we'll be back with more action in the fourth quarter, where Madison leads Bayard 43-31. Back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, where Madison leads Bayard by the score of 43-31. Mo, it was 39-31 at the end of 3 quarters of play, and maybe some of the impatience of Bayard showing up as Mimick has gotten 2 easy shots inside.
Well, Mimick has really done a good job and shooting the one out of the corner a little bit, and then on the rebound. But the thing that they've got to do now, Bayard has got to increase their pressure defensively, and they've got to take good shots every time down the floor to catch up. They're going to man-to-man.
Madison with the basketball. They have a 12-point lead, the biggest lead of the basketball game. They'd like to go up by 14. A lot of pressure by Bayard, man-to-man defense. Hoffert almost turned over. Hoffert, McCallum, Wolfgram, and Worth really just playing catch a little bit outside.
Well, Bayard's defense is spreading out slowly but surely, and I think you're going to see somebody taking it to goal here in just a minute.
Hoffert, turnover. Hoffert has a turnover, so Bayard will take possession. Trailing by 12, 5 minutes, 40 seconds left in the basketball game. Bayard swinging it around the zone. Out top, that's Smith. Over to Kiesel. And there's a turnover, McCallum. And McCallum going in a bit too strong. Wolfgram fights for the rebound.
There's another good defensive play.
Kyle Kiesel makes it. He's a 5'8 sophomore. 2 sophomores in the starting lineup for Bayard. Jamie Yackel. And there's Ron Michael.
Yeah, the last time, even though the ball was stolen that time, they got the shot that they wanted.
Ron Michael scores. He now has 15 in the game. That's exactly what Bayard needs to get back in this, is a 3-point play or 2. Nothing can turn a game around like that. Michael hits it.
Here's the press.
Hofford has the ball. That's one thing Mo Hofford and McCallum both really handle the ball well. A couple of seniors.
He traveled.
And we've got another turnover, though, for Bayard. (43-34). 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the basketball game. Bayard trails by 9. McCallum another steal. And there will be a foul on Jamie Yinkle.
Here's a replay. Here's a steal. That's the second one that they've made when they're going guard to guard. And he's coming in from behind him, gets him, and he hits him on the arm.
Some nice defensive plays by Kirk McCallum. He's only got 4 points in this game. He had 24 last night. McCallum on the 1-and-1 hits the first. McCallum now has 5. He had 24 in a 63-53 win over Tecumseh. In the first game, McCallum had 16 points in a 66-62 win over Omaha Father Flanagan. The second one does not go. So here comes Bayard the other way, trailing by 10. Smith inside, and foul will go against Jeff Mimick.
Call a block.
Really the toughest call in basketball right here, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you something. That's a bad call. Because if he'd have been any more stationary, he'd had to be on the floor. Kid, he made a great move to get in front of him. And what happened, he instead of the guy hitting him square on, he hit him, you know, about 2 inches to the right and turned his body. But as you said, it's a tough call.
Jim Smith hits the first of a 1-and-1, so he'll have another try. Seems like officials call the charge more the last year or so. I noticed it especially in college, that they're calling the charge more. Matt Bayard, the turnover.
Smith play. You know, the thing that I've all, you know, you talk to players about is if you could get them to play this hard when the game was tied, you know, and still, you know, when they get 10 behind, they seem the intensity picks up. But if you get, you know, that's the thing you have to work on is play hard all the time.
Take a look at that last play again. Jim Smith, he missed the free throw. Came up with the loose ball, though. You see it there.
Yeah, and they caught a foul.
There were 5 Bayard players right there around the ball and only 2 Madison players, so I'm sure that somebody would have been open down court.
Well, this could cut it back to 6 points with 4 minutes and 32 seconds, and that's a lot of time. That's the reason I said when it was 6 minutes to go, you got to take your time and catch up slowly. When you try to catch up quickly, that's when you really have problems.
There's the Madison huddle and Coach Fred Letheby. 18 years in high school basketball for Coach Fred Letheby. 514 wins. 18 years at Madison. Jim Smith will go to the free throw line for Bayard. A chance to cut it to 6 points. Right now, Madison leads 44-37. Smith has 10 in the game, and he'll stay that way.
They just had an awful time shooting free throws.
Bayard, full court, man-to-man pressure, trapping. And Madison breaks the pressure.
This early in the game, you've got to try to score. It doesn't matter what kind of offense you're in, you've got to take the basketball to go.
Almost a turnover there.
There it is.
Hofford blocked, but he was fouled from behind. Looked like Jamie Yackel might have fouled him. Chad Propp really had the block.
Here's a replay on it. A nice pass in the middle. Well, you can see his arm go down, and any time an arm goes down, you try to teach a kid to block the ball with his wrist and not bring his arm down. And when the arm comes down, the official is going to call it a foul 9 times out of 10.
Kevin Hofford at the line. He hits it. Amazingly enough, Madison has shot only 5 free throws in this game, but they've made all of them. They've been effective. Make it 6 for 6. Hofford now has 17 points. And McCallum fighting, and
That's good hustle.
Kurt McCallum, he's not scored a lot this game, only 5, whereas in the other 2 games he's had a total of 40 points, but McCallum is sure doing the job defensively.
Here's the replay. He deflects the basket, ball's deflected, and he gets on the floor after the ball, which is nice hustle.
There, I suppose, the classic case of trying to dribble through a press. And Madison gets the tip. 46-37, 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in this basketball game. Madison with the ball and the lead against Bayard. The Class C1 Boys State Championship live here from the Bob Devaney Sports Center.
That's a turnover.
Over and back call for Madison. So Bayard will get the basketball back.
You guys can go 3 more. Come on, man. You can go.
Jim Smith to Michael. Back inside, Prop. It's good. Prop has 8, and it's a 7-point game. Here comes Hofford.
Penetrate first.
To McCallum. McCallum, he'll go to the hoop. And it's fouled. The 4th foul on Ron Michael.
Keep driving it down. Gotta keep touching so they can't step us out here.
Kurt McCallum will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. He's 1 for 2 from the line today.
That's the first one they've missed today.
Here comes Bayard, a chance to cut it to 5. Just over 3 minutes left in this game. Jim Smith, short. Smith follows it up, but he's called for the foul. Jim Smith will foul, and he'll send Kevin Hofford to the free throw line. Hofford on the year, a 72% free throw shooter.
Well, you know, I had looked at the percentages. Madison as a team shoots 67%, and Bayard is having all kinds of trouble today, but they're only a 57% free throwing team for the year, which is very, very poor.
Hofford, he hits it. Nothing but net for Kevin Hofford. Hofford now has 18, a chance to make it 19, and that would bring it to a 9-point lead for Madison. He makes it. Nice touch on the free throws. Bayard getting their backs to the wall. 9 points, and there's a kick. Press has still been effective. Madison, even though they're way up, they're still pressing, and they are forcing some turnovers.
Well, and also what they're doing is slowing them down coming up the floor, so it kills time off the clock.
Michael on the baseline. It's good. Ron Michael with 18 points. 48-41. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, and a foul again. Jamie Yackel picks it up, and I believe that will be all for Jamie Yackel. Yackel fouls out with only 4 points. That's 12 points below his season average. Only a sophomore, though, and I wouldn't be surprised if he might get back here before his career is over. A couple young players on this Bayard team. Checking in is Rich McDaniel for Yackel, and at the free throw line is Kevin Hofford.
Hofford is a good player to have the ball in his hands because he's the best shooter they got, and late in the game, if they're going to foul somebody, that's who you'd want to. That's what, if I was coaching, that's who they want to foul.
He's had nothing but net on all of these free throws. 6 for 6 from the line today. He's got 20 points. 21. 50-41, a 9-point lead again for Madison. 2.5 minutes left. Jim Smith, 18 feet is no good, and Madison has the rebound. Hofford gets it away. Over to McCallum, and McCallum gets it across the timeline. To Hofford, he'll go to the hoop. Nice pass underneath, and it's good by Wolfram.
The thing Madison wants to do now is get their defense together and not commit any fouls, and be sure they shoot the ball from outside.
52-41. No good by Michael. Michael almost pushed off there, and the foul will go against Prop. So Madison starting to take control in this Class C1 Boys State Championship. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left, and they lead 52-41. And John Wolfgram will go to the free throw line. He's already got 10 points, has not been to the line yet today. He'll shoot 1 and 1.
That's what you should do. You should go in and tap it out.
Wolfgram misses, but he gets the rebound. Madison will set things back up. Hoffert, he'll take it to the hoop. It's good! Take a look at it again. Kevin Hoffert playing a whale of a game here in the fourth quarter.
He's got a cramp in his leg. If you've ever had one, they really do hurt.
And you can see the jubilation on the Madison players. They can smell state championship. 54-41. Madison leads. 1:52 left in the basketball game. Hoffert at the line. He's 7 for 7 so far today. Misses that one. But Madison gets the read. Wolfgram, and he is fouled. No. Traveling.
Come on, White. Come on, White. Go.
Bayard, they must do things quickly. They trail by 13 with less than 2 minutes left in the game. McCallum almost had another steal. Inside, jumper off the glass, way off. Kiesel couldn't get it to fall. Mimic has the rebound for Madison. Fast break, turnover. Here comes Smith the other way. Stop, shoot, and it falls. And that one might be intentional. Wrong guy to foul, too. Kyle Kiesel. And Madison will take it, or Bayard will take a timeout. They trail 54-43. 1 minute and 18 seconds left. Here's the fast break. Smith all
He takes it right at the big man and arches it over. He shot a nice soft shot, and it went in the bucket.
But it might be too little too late. Bayard trails 54-43, 1 minute and 18 seconds left in this basketball game.
Well, I'll tell you, there was a game here. There was a game here yesterday that there was a 10-point lead, and they made it up in 45 seconds. And so you never know. The thing that Madison's got to do in this situation is you're not playing Bayard anymore. You're playing against the clock, and you've got to be sure that you make Bayard shoots the ball out on the floor, no fouls, and be sure that you handle a basketball and do a good job and hit your free throws. But the thing you can't do is get him to give him any three-point plays. You've got to make him shoot it in from outside.
Coming up next, in Class B Girls State Championship action, Sydney will play Raymond Central. That game scheduled for a 2 o'clock start will probably start about 2:15. Sydney and Raymond Central. Sydney 21-0 on the year. Raymond Central last night upset Ashland. First loss of the year for Ashland, so that should be a good game coming up next. And Hoffert cans a free throw. Madison only shot 1 free throw in the first half. Hoffert made that, but here in the second half, Hoffert has made a bushel basketball. Here all in the fourth quarter. And he misses that second one. Prop comes down hard with the rebound. Might have hurt his knee a little bit. Here comes Bayard. They trail by 12, 55-53. Prop, nice basket. Chad Prop goes strong to the hoop, and it's a 10-point game. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. 55-45. Madison in the red leads Bayard by 10. Bayard chasing the ball, and Michael will be whistled for his 5th foul. Ron Michael will foul out. He had 18 points today. Michael, a 6'1" senior. He had a great effort today, Mo.
Well, I tell you, he played awfully well. In fact, he was about the only offense inside that Bayard had.
Johnny Aguirre comes in. Johnny Aguirre checks in, number 40. Also checking in is Jim Bonchus. 45 seconds left. And McCallum hits his first free throw. Second one, also good. And that could do it. 57-45, 40 seconds left. Smith, Aguirre, no good. Rebound fought for. Nice job underneath as Rich McDaniel gets the hoop. And Bayard coach Bill Wallace is going to clear the bench. 57-47, 28 seconds left. He might wait 1 second now. Once they go to the scorer's bench, do they have to check in like that?
No, he can call him back. He can call him back if he wants to. But I think in this case, he's trying to get his. He's 10 points behind with 28 seconds to go. He probably wants to let those kids play in the state tournament.
Never forget a couple years ago, I can't remember who Kentucky was playing in the finals for the NCAA. They took their starters out and had to bring them back in.
Well, that's happened. That's definitely happened before.
So here's Bayard, a totally new lineup. Hoop does not go down. Hofford has the ball now for Madison. 15 seconds left. Madison will win the Class C1 boys title. Counting the clock down. Shot way outside, blocked. Inside, no good. Madison has the rebound, or Bayard, but that's the ball game. As Madison defeats Bayard 57-47 to win the Class C1 boys state championship. Good game though, a lot of intensity on both
teams played, I thought, awfully hard. Bayard just had a hard time getting the ball to go down for them in the field and their free throws, but both teams played very hard, and the press bothered Bayard just a little bit, and they threw the ball away a couple of times, but Madison played an excellent ball game.
Madison led today by Kevin Hofford. Kevin Hofford had 24 points. He's a 6'2 senior, averages 20 points on the season, and he really came through today, leading Madison to a state championship. A great season for Coach Fred Letheby. 18 years at Madison, he now has 514 career wins as a high school coach.
Well, it was a great season for Bayard, too. They end up 23-3, and they've had a great year. And we talked about, I think, 33, that the last time they were in the state tournament. And they played well down in Lincoln this week, and they don't have anything to be ashamed of.
So the Nets being cut down by the Madison Dragons. Running down the final scoring, Kevin Hofford had 24, John Wolfgram had 10, Jeff Mimick had 8, Kurt McCallum had 7, Tom Worth had 6, and Glenn Wilcox had 2. For Bayard, Ron Michael had 18, Jim Smith had 12, Chad Propp had 10, Jamie Yackel had 4, and Rich McDaniel had 3. The Madison Dragons, state champions for 1984 in Class C1. For the game, Bayard shot 54% from the field. Madison only shot 40.7%, but Madison was 22 of 54. They attempted 54 shots. They had some good offensive rebounding, and Bayard was 20 of 37. So even though Madison did not shoot as well as Bayard, Madison took a lot more shots, 17 more shots, and that proved to be the difference as Madison wins the Class C1 Boys State Championship, 57-47 over Bayard. In the Class C1 girls game played earlier, the state champion, Battle Creek. They finished the year with a 24-0 record, beating Wahoo Newman in the finals 50-35. The game, though, was close all the way till about the last 4 minutes when Battle Creek pulled away to beat Wahoo Newman in the C1 girls game. In B play, as the net finally comes down, in B play at 2 o'clock, Sydney will play Raymond Central, the B girls game. Then tonight at 5, we'll have the B boys game. Then we'll have the A girls game at 7 and the A boys game at 9. So 4 more state high school basketball games coming up here on channels 10, 11. Now let's go to the PA announcer for the medal presentation.
Tigers, as your name is called, please step forward to receive your medal. Jim Bonchus. Eric Siegfried. Matt McCoy. Jody Miles. Rich McDaniel. Johnny Aguirre. Jim Annist. Jim Smith. Kyle Kiesel. Jamie Yakel. Chad Prop. And Ron Michael. The runner-up trophy will be presented by Nebraska School Activities Association Board of Control member Tom Mahane of Scotts Bluff. Congratulations, Bayard High School. 23-3 on the season and Class C1 runners-up in the state. Nebraska School Activities Association Board of Control member Bob Pease of Wisner will present the awards to the championship team. First, the special award to the coach of the championship team, Fred Lefferby. Now, Coach Lefferby, will you please present the gold medals to members of your championship team? Champs, come to the center court when your name is called. Rod Zacine. Mike Hootke. John Shear. Pat Brockhouse. Matt Wiedekind. Glenn Wilcox. Paul Randalls. Kurt McCallum. Tom Worth. With 24 points today, Kevin Hoffert. John Wolfgram. And Jeff Mimick. And for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 1984 Class C1 Nebraska High School Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Madison. 24-2 for the season and C1 state champs for 1984.
So the state championship trophy in Class C1 boys play goes to the Madison Dragons, 24-2 on the year, as they beat Bayard 57-47 in this final game. We'll be back to talk with the winning coach and players right after this.
Back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, Madison has won the Class C1 Boys State Championship with a 57-47 win over Bayard, and Madison finishes its season with a 24-2 record. With me are some of the players from the victorious Madison team, the Madison Dragons. First of all, here's Kurt McCallum. Kurt, you had 7 points today, but you had a lot more points than that in the first 2 rounds of the tournament. Your feelings about winning this state title?
Well, it feels pretty good. I don't know, we won one in baseball, and we always wanted to come back in basketball, and I don't know, it just seems like it's a lot of fun to come down here to Lincoln. It's one of our goals, and to come away with a championship, that just makes it all that much better.
It must be a great feeling. What a year for the Madison team. What a story. First, the coach wins 500 years, the second coach ever to do that, and now you win the state championship. The first, I think, Madison's ever won in basketball.
Yeah, I can't remember when they won another one, because in the trophy case, we won runner-up in '78, but I think this is the first championship.
Kurt, congratulations to you. All right, here we have Mimic. Jeff Mimic, you had 8 points today. Jeff, congratulations to you. A couple of key buckets for you in the fourth quarter especially. Kind of might have been the story in this game.
Yeah, I tried my best. I had to put them up because I was wide open, you know.
We have another look at it. If you can look on the monitor there you see yourself open underneath and can describe what happened there.
Well, I think Kevin threw it to me, and I saw it all the way open, and I had to just drive up and go for the basket.
Your feelings about winning this title and the big year that Madison has had?
I think it's great.
Jeff, congratulations to you. Okay, Jeff Mimic, the 6'6" center for Madison. With us now is John Wolfgram. John, you had 10 points today, and your feelings about winning this state title?
Oh, it's something really special to me because at the beginning of the year we talked about coming down here and, you know, trying to make it to state tournaments, but our real goal was to just to win it all, and that's what we did. It's fun.
Here's a loaded question for you. Henderson won the C2 title, and now Madison wins C1. How do you guys think you'd do against them?
I think we'd match up pretty well with them because we're both running teams, and I think we could probably get the best of them.
Okay, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
All right, here's Tom Worth. Tom, you had 6 points today. Your thoughts about winning the state title?
Oh, we've been working all year for this game, and we're so glad we can make it down here and get to the finals.
Now tell me truthfully, what was tougher, getting through the districts and the regionals that you guys had, which was pretty tough, or the state tournament down here?
I think it'd be pretty close. Districts was pretty tough, and regionals, we had some tough competition to play against.
Madison had pretty tough competition all year, did you not?
Yeah, we did. We played 4 Class B schools, and that helps a lot.
Okay, congratulations to you, too. And finally, the leading scorer today, Kevin Hoffert. Kevin, you had 24 points today. You've been kind of a leader for Madison all year. We've talked to you about it before, that it's been such a big year for Madison, the 500 wins for Coach Letheby, and now the state title.
Yeah, it's been great. Like I've said before, you know, me and Kurt were thinking about winning 500 for Mr. Letheby back when we were sophomores, and we always wanted to go to the state tournament, you know, and we felt that we had a good chance this year if we could just get it all together.
What was the key, do you think, in the game today, the win over Bayard?
Well, we played pretty fair defense. At times we let them beat us down the floor, but our press slowed them up some, and we played okay, I guess.
What do you think was tougher, the district and the regionals, where you beat the defending champion, C-champion Howells, to get here to state, or the state tournament?
Yeah, Howells is a real good team. We played them twice this year, and they gave us good games both times. They're always tough during tournament time, and I don't know, it'd be tough to call which one was tougher, districts or regionals or state tournament.
There was a quick look at one of your baskets today. 24 points again, Kevin. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Okay, and we'll be back to talk with Madison head coach Fred Letheby after this timeout. Back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, Madison has beaten Bayard 57-47 to win the C1 Boys Championship. With me is Fred Letheby, the head coach of the Madison Dragons. And Fred, what a year for you. You passed the 500-win milestone, and now you win the first state championship that Madison's ever had in basketball.
Well, it's been just a tremendous year for me, I'll tell you. I thought maybe my 500th might come towards the end of the year, but it came early, and this is just frosting on the cake, and it's really great.
At the start of the year, did you think you had the kind of talent that would go all the way?
No, we didn't feel that. We figured if all break a little better and even, but these kids have, you know, maybe they don't have as much talent as some of our past teams, but they play together real well. They're good friends to each other, and they do a lot for each other.
What do you think was the key in today's ball game, and in the whole state tournament, for that matter?
I think it's just their tremendous desire to win it. We were down with Flanagan 3 points with a minute and a half to go, and I think everybody figured we were out of it, and they just came back, and we've done that several times this year.
Madison has had some awfully tough competition. I know, especially in the district and the regional, to get here, and maybe that helped.
Oh, it definitely does. We've got, I think out of the top 10 in the World Herald, there's about 4 in those 2 districts.
Now, Henderson was the C2 champ. They had a pretty powerful undefeated team. How do you think you, as the C1 champ, would match up with those guys?
I don't like to compare teams because you can't compare. I think we'd play pretty well with them, though.
It's been split this year, C and D. Just what do you think about that idea of having the 2 classes?
I think it's all right. I don't know if I like the combination girls and boys, but that's for them to decide what to do.
Okay, well, Fred, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Congratulations on the big win.
Thank you.
Fred Letheby, the Madison head coach, and Madison beats Bayard 57-47 and wins the C1 title. Earlier in the tournament, Madison had beaten Tecumseh and Father Flanagan to get here to the finals. And we did mention it, but Coach Letheby had won a state championship in 1964 when he coached at Stanton, so this is the 2nd state championship for him as a head coach. Well, next up is Class B girls. Sydney undefeated at 21-0 and Raymond Central at 22-3, and we'll be along with that in just a few moments. But for now, from the Bob Devaney Sports Center, this is Dick Janda saying so long.
From the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln, this has been the Nebraska State High School Basketball Tournament. 1011 Sports will continue live coverage of the Class B girls coming up shortly. Now we invite you to stay tuned for the Phil Silvers Show in progress. Coverage of the Nebraska State High School Basketball Finals is another live KOLN KGIN TV